Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a MCOC What If. Now, I'm going to make this, I think, an ongoing series, and the question in this video is, what if you were to rank 3 a 6-star Rhino? Yes, that is the question nobody has asked, and I don't think many people particularly care of, especially if it's pre-buffed. And not to say that Caban will buff this champion in the future, it's just presenting hypotheticals of, look, what damage are we going to see? What decent synergies are there out there for this champion? Is there any utility in there in synergies? And is a rank 3 6-star something we would like to see? The synergy in question that I'm using does consist of champions that I only have as 4-star. Well, one of them I have as a 4-star, and I would love to have used the 5-star version, especially in a lot of Act 6. Great with the system as it is, where the requirements are that you can't use a 4-star in them, but at least I was able to get down some tests, and something that I will be kind of showcasing is some tests in 5.4.5, one with the like a Miles Morales interaction, and that is really with the Red Guardian synergy for slow. So the slow debuff, which you can see on screen at the moment, it says that you know, if you got the passive fury at the start of the fight, and then you get a slow debuff, really handy against champions that have evade and is unstoppable. You can see a future test on Juggernaut in Realm of Legends, and there will be a big but and a big criticism in the extent of this synergy. Eastern Blockers is great for Abomination. Is it great for Rhino? Not so much, especially with that Fury passive that you get is right at the start, and it doesn't really help out towards the future grind of the particular just anything you're doing. And Rhino in general is just a bit kind of made just really worse by the extent of the champion just not doing as much damage. In fact, the best synergy to kind of like working with this champion was the Nova synergy, because there's a 30% chance to refresh the Fury buffs when striking with medium attacks, which is a little bit more doable, and as well kind of interworks with the just way that you play the champion aggressively from a point of triggering off unstoppable, triggering off unblockable at times. It's not always guaranteed, but still that is something out of a pretty much bad situation. And then what I've done is I put the Heimdall synergy in, at least guaranteeing myself that I've got a Fury buff on, and as well I'm stacking good amounts of damage. It may not be the best synergy to use with this champion, but look, you just got to grab what you can and especially see what's good about this. So what we're going to do first off is going to roll some footage of the champion going up against a champion that throws evades, which will be Miles Morales. Then it's going to go into some Realm of Legends footage, and then going to be finishing off with talking about the champion in general. Okay, so let's kick things off with Miles Morales. By the way, I'm hoping to do a Miles Morales live stream of the game, probably on PS4, because I don't have access to a PS5, unfortunately. So the first thing to kind of like trigger things off with is that slow debuff. Now, great if a champion is going to be receptive to it, but champions got immunity does make the situation more difficult than it is. And I did go against a Spider-Man with debuff immunity. That wasn't pretty at all. The biggest problem with this is the expiry. Now, it would be great if this was more of a permanent effect. So I think Caban, if they could work something in, that would be better. But that interaction was actually pretty cool. But would I have been able to achieve that with a 5-star, 565 or a 4-star? No. Because unfortunately, pacing is critical. You will have to be super fast just then in order to do anything. But now I want to showcase the damage side of things. So against a class disadvantage which we're at the moment, this is a long fight. That's where my mistake is there. I did a little bit of a mistake going into this fight. But this is the thing about the champion in its current state. It is still pretty boring. The extent of big yellow numbers, just not there. Big fury numbers, just isn't there either. Is that a mastery setup issue? Could it be suicide masteries benefiting this champion a bit more? Nah, that's not going to be the thing. That's the disappointing side of things. I just don't think you're going to see some huge amount of numbers that you want. And will people be ranked 3 6-star ranked 3ing this champion just because? Well, I can't even justify and then because, unless they want something for, I don't know. I'm struggling for kind of like excuses. Thank God for the content creator beta. It really gives you an idea of what this champion will look like. Now, from a mastery standpoint, would it be good to kind of like showcase suicide? Yeah, of course it is. But again, like the need and want to rank 3 a 6-star Rhino if you lose a bet you know, or you're paid a bit of money to do it, this would be the only reason. There's some good numbers, like there's 13k, but the fact is this is now kind of pushes us into like assassination type territory where the numbers are better than what you throw with special attacks. Anything above 10k for a special attack is wishful thinking, or kind of like good thinking with this champion. But it is class disadvantage at the end of the day. So let's move on in a moment to the fight with Captain Marvel. Okay, so here with the Captain Marvel fight. Now, just out of in comparison, the previous fight with Winter Soldier, I think took me about 200. I think it was way over 200 hits in order to do anything. I've sped this along with the Captain Marvel fight. This one was a clean run, no mistakes, everything worked fine. There's good numbers, like there's not ridiculously bad numbers, but at the same time it's not something that's going to make you salivate and you're at home going like, oh yeah, I want to rank 3 this Rhino because RichTheMan says it's a relatively alright champion. Nah, this is the what if scenario. So yeah, what if you were to rank 3 or 6 star Rhino, and this is exactly what you'll see. You'll see some good consistent numbers. I mean, even there, that was alright. That was 11k off the last hit there, the special. What is that, kind of like putting it all together, just under 20k for an SP2. It isn't bad, but it's far from good. I would love to have seen this champion be throwing SP2s at a rank 3 6 star, anything in the region of about 30k at the most easiest at all. Like, you've got other champions that just throw nice, consistent, big numbers. And this is the thing, I don't know if this champion will be on for a buff very soon, but it should always be a rank 3 6 star doing a flat at least 40 to maybe even 50 at most hits, non-suicide takedowns in Realm of Legends. It just should be the case. Otherwise, you just kind of go, oh, what's the point of like these starage ratings of champions? Because otherwise, it would just be like pretty pointless, and you're there like going, what? Anyway, like it's getting good now. This is, I think, 200 and is this going to be? No, it's only 260. It's at least like just on the bad scale-ish as the previous fight, the Winter Soldier fight, but it's going to be over soon. The pain will be over. Yes, there we go. So finally that fight was over. I think it's just just under 230 hits. And again, this is the same point that I was raising here. This becomes absolutely worthless, this synergy, worthless to the champion if it doesn't sustain that slow debuff, which is the annoying thing. Ignore the mess up there. The point is about the slow debuff. Because once it goes, this all kind of like aggressive play and kind of like easy free-flowing play just goes. And that's like good damage there, but at the same time now we go back to this kind of like push up to special attack, and you're like, right, okay, we're going, oh, I can't play aggressively anymore. So the play style changes, and it just doesn't really work out to kind of get that consistent damage, be on the front foot, be a brawler, which the champion's all about. Triggering off that unstoppable, unblockable, those two things which are kind of key for that champion, and getting that kind of like, as I said, consistent, it's aggressive, it's in your face type mentality for the grind. So that's my 2 cents on the subject, because it's fun. It's a fun-ish champion, but it's only from a case of like showcasing it in these videos. Other than that, it's just a complete meme, and definitely needs to be buffed in the future. So yeah, slight utility with the Nova Synergy, the Red Guardian one. No, slight utility with the Red Guardian one, and slight helpfulness on consistency of Fury attacks, Fury buffs with having the Nova Synergy. So yeah, if the question was, do I recommend a rank 3 6 star version in its current state? Oh hell no! I definitely would not. This was a pretty interesting video to kind of like deep dive and look into, and I do look to like post a few of these as well and kind of see if we can grab a ranked. I'm thinking of doing Diablo next, so yeah, if you're interested, hit the like button, and if you want to catch up some other content, do so up there. Go and check out some stuff as I have my water bottle in shot and all that stuff, and the little dog which is down there, which is just a door wedge or like a door stop thing. So yeah, check out some content there, and have a good one, whatever you're doing today, and see you all soon. Bye bye.